Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Black Girl's Guide to Natural Medicine podcast. I am your host, Dr. Sarah Ellis. I am a naturopathic doctor and the founder of Ellis Family Wellness. Today, we are going to be talking about a pretty interesting topic, supplements. We'll be chatting about who should take them, why you need them, and where you should get them from. And later on, I'll also be sharing about the supplements that I take and the most common ones that I recommend to my clients. So let's jump right on in and get started. All right, so supplements. This is an interesting topic. It's grown in popularity a lot over the last 10 to 15 years. I think most people are pretty used to taking vitamins, taking probably pretty specific supplements depending on your health condition. But there still are some people that are like, do I even need a supplement? Why do I need it? And so today I kind of want to answer that question. So let's start talking about what a supplement is. A supplement is basically a vitamin, a mineral, or an herb, and it's designed to fill in those nutrient gaps that we may not be getting from our food. And I mean that in the sense where even the person that eats the cleanest food, the most organic, homegrown, full of love from your local farm food, the truth is the soil that's used for agriculture here in the States is already pretty nutrient depleted. And that's from many, many years of monoculture farming and just pretty industrialized farming practices that has stripped our soil from the healthy nutrients that the food needs. And so, in essence, our food is kind of already starting at a loss. And even if you have the best diet, it's always great to have a multivitamin because that fills in the gaps so you're getting the maximum amount of nutrients from both your food and your supplements. So now that we know what it is, who should take it? In my personal opinion, I feel like everyone should be taking some form of supplement. Personally, I think it should be a well rounded, high quality multivitamin. Now, there are tons of different supplements out there for tons of different benefits and reasons, but I have a pretty basic rule when it comes to supplementation. I follow what I call my baseline rule. And your supplements should basically be covering your baseline needs for your vitamins and nutrients. And then in some cases, if you're dealing with a specific condition or if you have a particular health goal, then we can get into more nuanced and specific supplements. But in general, everyone should take a multivitamin that's specifically curated for your age group and for a specific demographic group that you fit into. So, for example, my 3 year old, almost 3 year old, he takes a multivitamin in a gummy form that's designed for his little body. My 9 month old takes a liquid multivitamin that's designed for her teeny tiny little body. My husband and I are young adults. We take our own supplements. I take a prenatal. He takes one designed for young men. And my parents takes their different supplements for seniors. And so they basically cover our ground in terms of what our body needs nutrient wise. And it avoids all of the other fillers and preservatives, flavorings, colors, all of that stuff. So, when starting out with supplements, you kind of want to ask yourself, what do I need? What are my goals? And then you can think about, okay, what form would I want to take it in? Do I want it in a liquid, a capsule, a gummy? And then think about where you're going to get them from. Now, I know this is common and we always are trying to pinch pennies because, listen, times are hard out here. We're just slowly creeping out of a pandemic. Coins are tight. I get it. But sis, in the year of our Lord 2021, we are not buying supplements on Amazon anymore, okay? Because you have no idea what's in them. Most of the supplement retailers on Amazon are unverified. So they could be selling you the legit bottle or they could be selling you something else. And who wants to take that risk with their health? I don't. I don't want you to. So here are my suggestions on where to find supplements. If you are really cognizant of how much you want to spend, I would go to Target or sometimes Walgreens. And the Nature Made brand is a pretty good brand. The Now Foods brand is a pretty good brand as well. You want to look for gummy vitamins that are low in sugar if you're going to do gummies that are low in sugar. You also want to try and find some that are naturally colored and don't have any of the synthetic colorings or colorants. Also, when it comes to pill form, you want to find them ones that are free of allergens, so no dairy, if that's something that you're sensitive to, wheat, gluten, corn, so on and so forth. If you're looking for moderately priced supplements that are still pretty good quality, then I would head to Whole Foods or your local health food store. For example, here in Charleston, our local health food store is called Earth Fare. It's an equivalent to Whole Foods, but it's not quite as expensive. So they're more likely to have brands that have prioritized high quality ingredients, good processing facilities and practices. And so that's like mid tier. High tier is using a online dispensary like Full Script, which is one that I use, or Wellevate. And so these are pharmaceutical grade supplements. These brands follow very strict manufacturing guidelines. They are putting an emphasis on high quality ingredients and making sure that everything is free of common allergens. They often have non GMO products. And so this is where I get my supplements from. And I provide all of my clients with recommendations through Full Script. This way, you know exactly what you're getting. You are confident in dosages and the standardization of products, and you don't have to worry about is this really what they say it is. Now, let's talk about places that you absolutely do not want to get your supplements from. GNC is at the top of my list. I know. I'm sorry. No GNC. Amazon. And depending on the location, the Vitamin Shop. Now, here are my reasons. And in the description box below, I will include a link to an article that I'm talking about right now. And basically, the article studied the quality of the supplements provided by these stores. And what they found is that many of the products had barely any of the herb or vitamin or mineral in them, and even had trace amounts of houseplants. I mean, do you want an echinacea supplement with a side of your grandmama's snake plant? I don't think so. So let's skip all of that drama, all of the stress and worry about whether or not your products are good, and spend money on high quality supplements. If you're going to take them, they might as well be in a form that your body can absorb and use and actually be what they say it's going to be. Now, we've gotten through all of that. Now, let's talk about what I take. So, I take a prenatal vitamin and I use the brand Pure Encapsulations. I take a fish oil. I originally was taking a prenatal DHA, which has dosages high enough to support not only my body, but also the growth and development of a fetus's brain and spinal cord. So once I got done with that bottle, I actually switched over to a blood sugar support fish oil, and that contains extra nutrients designed to support blood sugar. I have a very, very strong family history of diabetes, and I'm doing everything that I can to make sure that I support my body's blood sugar metabolism, insulin response, and do my part to kind of fend off what genetics has kind of already predisposed me to. So you'll see in my list that actually a lot of my supplements are driven towards optimizing my blood sugar. And that's what I meant earlier when I said that, you should choose supplements that either go towards whatever demographic you fall into, meaning age, or it could be designed to condition that you're treating or avoiding. So, in addition to the prenatal and the blood sugar supplement, in the form of fish oil, I also take a very specific blood sugar supplement. It's full of herbs and vitamins and nutrients that supports my body's normal blood sugar metabolism. And on top of that, I take a hormone balancing tincture that was prescribed to me by my naturopathic doctor to support my hormones postpartum. And in addition, lastly, I take a probiotic. And if I'm honest, I take a probiotic when I remember it. You keep probiotics in the fridge, and sometimes at night I don't quite remember it. And I'm human, it happens. And there are going to be plenty of days when you forget to take your supplements. That's fine. When you remember, just be sure to take them. Start your routine all over again. Now, my most commonly recommended supplements. I always put my clients on a high quality multivitamin. Now, I do customize it to their age, and if there's any disease processes where a extra dose of a certain nutrient would be beneficial, then I customize it to that. And then I also add in a fish oil unless they're on certain medications that would contraindicate the use of a fish oil. And then lastly, a probiotic, because most of us, I'm pretty sure, has some type of gut dysbiosis. And that means we have both good and bad bacteria in our colon. And more often than not, the ratio to good to bad bacteria is off for many of us. And that's why we're experiencing symptoms like constipation, diarrhea, gas, bloating, abdominal pain, so on and so forth. So many, if not most of my clients are, if they're not already on a multivitamin, I choose one for them or provide them with recommendations. I put them on a fish oil and a probiotic. And this is a baseline. It covers heart health, gut health, and overall health from start to finish. So that's today's episode on supplements. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Please be sure to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell in the corner, and I'll see you guys next week for another episode of the Black Girl's Guide to Natural Medicine.